FightHype.com here with my man Ishe Smith again. Ishe, I know you got some stuff you want to get off your chest about some things Gabriel Rosado said the other day. So why don't you go ahead and let me know what you want to say?
Look, I mean, he fighting Love. Love is my stablemate, my teammate, my little brother. I respect what Rosado has accomplished in the game, you know, grinding back, getting back to where he's at this pinnacle where he was able to fight for a world title. Now he's on a big stage on the Mayweather undercard. Love is my brother, so at the end of the day, I'm going to support my family. That's what it is. But I know Love got to go out there and perform. He got to do what he got to do. You know, I ain't going to be trying to fight nobody in the press conference or doing nothing like that, because I know Love got to go out and handle business. Boxing is handled in the ring. But then I'm watching the video today, and it's like, you know, he talking about, I was happy he moved up to middleweight. Like, I didn't care he moved up to middleweight. Me personally, I actually think it's dumb for him to be fighting at middleweight again. I've said that. I've been on the record of saying that. I think he should fight at junior middleweight, but he can't act like he's the only one that's done that. I did that shit twice. I fought two up-and-coming middleweights. I fought Danny Jacobs when he was like the hottest prospect, hottest contender in the game, picked to win the world title. Then I came right back and fought Fernando Guerrero, so I did that twice, man. And it's like, dude, you need to focus on Love, not focus on me. I'm a world champion. Like, I did what I had to do. Am I happy he moved up? Only thing I'm happy about him moving up to middleweight was that he opened the door for me. He opened the door for my team to see a door opening, and Leonard and Floyd went on ahead and bum rushed it. So I'm happy he was included in giving me an opportunity, but ultimately it was God plan. As far as me, him making it seem like I don't want to fight him or something, like, that's crazy. Like, he was never even on my radar. Like, I never even thought about him. Like, he say, I wiped out the junior middleweights. Who did you fight? Like, Charles Whitaker and them type of guys aren't the upper echelon of the divisions. I mean, did you fight the Carlos Molinas? Did you fight the Austin Trouts? Did you fight the Canelos? Did you fight the Vanes? Did you fight any of those guys? Did you fight the guy I fought, Bumrushed? No. So how did you wipe out a division if you didn't fight none of those guys? I'm a world champion. My first fight, I'm fighting one of the top contenders in the division, Carlos Molina. I said, give him to me, because that's what I'm about. You know, and everybody know on FightHype that can follow my career. No, I take tough opponents. I don't take the easy way out. I fought Randall Bailey when I had 13 fights. This dude's still knocking people out years later. So, man, it's like this. He needs to focus on this fight. Him and Love gonna do battle, and that's what it is. But me being scared, man, he needs to check himself about that. I'm not happy about him going up. I could care less, man. That's on him.
Well, and I was gonna say, I could have sworn there was even a point where, and I know, I mean, you've talked about it, how you went through some ups and downs with your career, and it was hard to get fights. And I could have sworn there was a time when you were on Twitter saying that you would even be willing to fight Rosado and some of those other guys.
I said that before I beat Cornelius Bumrushed, I said, when I win this world title, it's two people that I respect in the game that I'll give an opportunity to. I said, number one is Carlos Molina. Number two is Gabriel Rosado. And it's like, I'm giving the dude props, and every time I turn around, he's shitting on me. It's like, dog, I could care less you're at middleweight. But I've done that. I've did that dance already. Hype, I've been to middleweight. You know, I don't care. Triple G was nowhere to be found when I went up to middleweight. At the time, I fought the hungriest, the best guy that they said, oh, this guy's going to be the next. Bernard Hopkins passing Danny Jacobs the torch. I went up and fought him. Then I came right back and fought Fernando Guerrero. Like, I've done that. I've done that whole thing, man. Fernando Guerrero just fought for a world title at 160. Like, I did that. My job is that I'm going to clean up this junior middleweight. I'm not going up to middleweight anymore. The only way I go to middleweight is if I'm going to fight Kid Chocolate. That's the only way. Because I just don't like him. We just don't get along. So I'll go up to middleweight and bust his ass. You know, I clean up this junior middleweight division. We can make that happen because I just don't like him. But other than that, I could care less who's at middleweight, man. I wish him the best. Like I said, Gabriel Rosado, I respect his hustle. So he a vet, just like me. Like, he been there. But all this other stuff, me being happy he going up and down, like, I could care less, man.
So just to set the record straight, you ain't got no problem fighting Gabriel Rosado if that ever came up. However, you weren't worried about him when you were at junior middleweight. You weren't worried about him before you got your title shot. And, you know, everything happens for a reason.
Everything happens for a reason, man. The way I look at it is 18 months, I didn't get no fights. What do you think that was? What do you think that was from? Because I was getting knocked out? No, because nobody wanted to fight me, man. I didn't fight for 18 months. In less than a year, I've won a world title. Like, I have no problem fighting him. But this whole issue that I was happy he moved up and he cleaned out the division. In order to clean out the division, you have to beat some people. You didn't beat anyone. like I said, Charles Whitaker and Saku Powell and guys like that, they don't count. You got to really clean out the division, dog. You didn't clean out the division. And you said how happy you moved. The only thing I'm happy about, like I said, the only thing I'm happy about him moving up is that he gave me an opportunity because he was Cornelius' mandatory. When he moved up, it opened the door for me to get an opportunity. And I think my team for giving me that opportunity, he, like I said, he was included in that. But other than me, us not fighting, like I could care less. He was never on my radar as a fight. But if Leonard would have called me and said, look, I got a fight with Gabriel Rosado made, I would have told him to make it. Leonard called me and said, I got a fight with Omar Henry made. I said, make it. I don't turn down fights, man. Don't turn down fights.